But the ultimate twist in this year of unfulfillment came when Geraghtus squared up to Diesis in the Dewhurst Stakes. Was back down to 2-1 on despite some adverse rumours the day before. Looked okay before the race, but not in it.
Diesis starting a run towards the far side. Geraghtus is fourth at this stage as they come to the final furlong and a half. It's Gordian and Diesis, but Diesis comes to take it up now. It's Diesis, the leader from Gordian, and then comes Tough Commander. Geraghtus is way behind. They've got just under a furlong left to go, and it's Diesis striding clear of Gordian. Then comes Tough Commander. Geraghtus almost pulled up as they go to the line. It's Diesis well clear of Gordian and Tough Commander.
First, Diesis, second, Gordian, and third, Tough Commander.
All in.
They're under starters' orders and they're off.
And Diminuendo seem to begin a little bit slowly on the far side, and on the near side it's Taylor's Pet going fast early. Also up there is Benediction, who's crossing over in company with Tech Token, and just behind them is Sharp Gain in the early stages. Diminuendo's tracked right over on the far side with Will Be Bold, who's up there, and Bonnie Quiver is also vying for that early lead. Passing the half mile though, and it's Benediction on the near side from Tech Token. Just behind them is Taylor's Pet, followed by Sharp Gain. Diminuendo in the middle of that pack, followed then by Will Be Bold, and just behind them in the passing the three is Summer Pie, and Glen Haffon out in the centre of the course. They've got 2.5 furlongs to go now, and Diminuendo comes through in the centre now to tackle Benediction and takes it up. Just behind them is Will Be Bold, followed by Tech Token, and just ahead of it is Bonnie Quiver, but lengthening its stride well at the furlong and a half. The favourite Diminuendo scooted clear, and it's gone 6 lengths in front of Benediction in a stride. Further back behind them, battling on is Will Be Bold, but she's fairly smart this one. Diminuendo's going to win in a canter. Diminuendo eased right down. Ryan looking over the shoulder, wins by 10 lengths. In second placing, Benediction. Third, Will Be Bold, followed then by Brilliant Future, then Summer Pie.
By the first season sire Diesis, who of course Henry Cecil trained, a very, very good 2-year-old Diesis. Didn't have the career as a 3-year-old that everybody expected. Now stands at stud at Millridge Farm in the States. One with good form is 13. Here's Rawley.
Thanks, Jim. Yes, Michael Sayers and Judy Grange have them all in, and away they go. And Hot Madam misses the break, dwells in the stalls, and the first to go on up on the outside, What Speed, but now joined by Golden Machine with a change of cap, the black and white check cap of Golden Machine, and Michael Roberts now going into the lead as they complete the first furlong. But right up there too is the odds-on favourite Diminuendo in the maroon white sleeves right against the inside. Nose banded up towards the outside, that's What Speed under Willie Carson, and they've now covered the first 2 furlongs. So running down now towards the halfway point in this US Stud Farm Stakes, with What Speed towards the outside, just inside her, with the check cap, that's Golden Machine. Right against the rails is the favourite Diminuendo. Right up there too in the green and yellow colours, that's Golden Panda, the complete outsider. They've passed halfway now. They run to the final 2.5, and it's here that Steve Cawthon takes the favourite Diminuendo on. Diminuendo then, unbeaten so far, this little filly, right against the far rails with what speed, the 8-to-1 chance, still hanging on well in second, but it's Diminuendo, the clear leader now, as they race uphill out of the dip. Diminuendo, the field well and truly strung out now as they come inside the final furlong. Diminuendo, well clear, and looking like landing the odds in good style from what speed in second. Then in third place is Golden Panda, but up to the line it's Diminuendo and Steve Cawthon. From what speed and Willie Carson, now the 1 and 2. In third place, Golden Panda. Over the line in 4 in the end was Votsala, followed in 5, that's Hot Madam 5, and the last two, 6 and 7, the previously unbeaten Fall in the Blues, so she fails to achieve her hat-trick, and disputing last place with her was Golden Machine. So it's a treble today, once again, for Steve Cawthon. He now moves on to the 72 winner mark for the season on this 3-to-1 on favourite Diminuendo, who in the process completes a double also for trainer Henry Cecil, who won the 4th race with Wolsey the even.
And beat Icefern. That's Willie Carson on quiet weekend, but they're all in, so over to you, Graham.
For the Hillsdown Cherry Hinton Stakes, and Princess Athena is one of the early leaders next to the rails. That's on the right of the picture, Truly Bold, the favourite, second from the right with the white sleeves. Angelina Ballerina showing good speed, and on the outside of that one is Quiet Weekend, who moved particularly well down to the start. Beige and Bess on the left of the group is the horse with the noseband. So they run through 2 furlongs, and Princess Athena disputes it with Truly Bold. On the outside of these, Angelina Ballerina, then Quiet Weekend. Diminuendo tucked in next to the rails. Magic of Life, third from the left of the picture in the pale cap. But they come past the halfway stage, and it's a wide open contest up front. Princess Athena just has it. Truly Bold next to the rails, and Angelina Ballerina. Diminuendo looks for room. Quiet Weekend coming with a run. They're inside the final quarter mile. Wide open. Magic of Life switched to the outside, and that one starts to pick up ground, and pick up ground very well indeed as Quiet Weekend goes on. The favourites on the right of the picture, the second favourites on the left, and they're coming inside the final furlong. There's not much to choose between them. On the far side, Diminuendo goes on. Magic of Life tries to pick it up. Diminuendo has her measure though. Magic of Life under pressure closing, but Diminuendo has it by a length and a half of the line. Magic of Life second, Babita finished third, Quiet Weekend 4. Then came Angelina Ballerina in 5, Icefern 6, Princess Athena in 7th, Beige and Best beat Truly Bold. And so the result of this, the Hillsdown Cherry Hinton Stakes, it's a win for number 9, Diminuendo, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained here at Newmarket by Henry Cecil and ridden by Steve Cawthon. So a double for Steve here this afternoon, 84 to the season for him. Second was number 12, Magic of Life, ridden by Pat Edery. And third is number 6, Babita, ridden by Cassius Moose.
And they're away. Asher, one of the first to show from Hiati on the far side. Diminuendo's up with the early pace, and Pennsylvania's going on now. And Pennsylvania in the sheepskin noseband goes into the lead and passes the 7 furlong pole in the lead from Hiati and Diminuendo together, and then comes Asher. And then Obeah, then Sunday Sports Star, and Williams Bird is the back marker, and Pennsylvania is still making it from Hiati and Diminuendo, and then Asher, and then Obeah. And then Williams Bird making a little bit of ground from the rear, but still Pennsylvania from Hiati, Diminuendo, Asher. Then grouped in behind them, Sunday Sports Star, Obeah and Williams Bird as they pass the 5 pole. Make their way towards the half-mile marker. Pennsylvania still in the lead. From Hiati in second, Diminuendo third. Asher is 4, Obeah making a little bit of ground now on the inside in 5th. Williams Bird comes next, and Sunday Sports Star got a lot to do in rear at the moment, swinging for home in this Hoover Fillies Mile. And as they do so, it's Pennsylvania in the lead still. From Hiati, Diminuendo going well on the inside. Asher is next, then comes Obeah, and then Williams Bird, and then Sunday Sports Star. They're in the home stretch and under 3 furlongs to run now. Pennsylvania being pressed by Hiati. Asher and Diminuendo making ground. Obeah over on the far side. Hiati has taken it up now from Diminuendo, the challenger. Williams Bird and Asher trying to get on terms. Racing to the furlong pole. Hiati being pressed by Diminuendo. It's the 2 Sheikh Mohammed runners. Hiati on the far side. Diminuendo and Steve Cawthon beginning to get up there as they race towards the line. Diminuendo has taken it up. Diminuendo going away from Hiati, and 1 for Steve Cawthon here. Diminuendo is the winner. Second is Hiati, and third is Asher. That's the 1, 2, 3 in this Hoover Fillies Mile. First is number 1, Diminuendo, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained by Henry Cecil and ridden by Steve Cawthon. Second was number 6, Hiati, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained by Michael Stout and ridden by Walter Swinburne. And third was number 4, Asher, owned by Mr. Hamdan, Sheikh Hamdan I should call him, Al Maktoum, trained by John Dunlop and ridden by Willie Carson. So a Maktoum 1-2-3 in this Hoover Phillies mile, worth 52,000 to the winner, 19,000 to the second, 9,400 to the third. And the nearest of outside the family was Robert Sangster, fourth with O'Bear.
The outsider. Rosenflower, Bruce Raymond looking for a double. That's it. Away they go. And quickly out of the stalls was Pamusi, and it's Pamusi making the early running. That's second from the outside, and followed by the one in the white cap. That's in the Sheikh Mohammed second colours, Pretoria. But now Orsaf comes through to take up the running. They're going no great pace early on, and it's Orsaf now who's gone on from Pamusi. Now Sudden Love has taken third place. After these comes the favourite Diminuendo, followed by the outsider Frozen Flower, then Pretoria. And as they come towards the end of the second furlong, the second favourite, Ella Amara, well, she's tucked in last of all, and only just in front of her is Madame de Searle. But they're well grouped in this Group 3 Nelgwyn Stakes. The running just being made by Orsaf. Back to Graham in the stands.
Interestingly enough, no fast pace on early, but Orsaf leads. In the green colours is Pamusi. Sudden Love is on the outside of these. We can't see that one at the moment. Just creeping into the picture now. Comes up to share the lead. Diminuendo in the maroon with the white sleeves behind that. Ella Amara still last. Now on the left of the picture, the horse with the noseband. That's Ella Amara. But Sudden Love has it. Just over 2 to go. Past the bushes. And Sudden Love quickens up from Diminuendo. Here comes Gariba in the pale green, quickening up well. Ella Amara is on the far side. Behind these, Madame de Searle. Last is Pamusi down into the dip. And Gariba now really quickens up and comes through. And Gariba goes on by half a length. Diminuendo is the big challenger in second place. Sudden Love keeping on very gamely, but Gariba has it by a length and a half. Up towards the line, Gariba wins it. Gariba is the winner. Diminuendo second, Sudden Love third. Ella Amaro was fourth. A big gap then to Jungle Gold Pretoria. Behind this one came Frozen Flower. The last two were Orsaf and Pamusi. And so the result of this, the Judd Monty Farms Nelgwyn Stakes, it's gone to the maiden number 5, Gariba, owned by Mr. Mutar Salem, trained here at Newmarket by Alex Stewart and ridden by Michael Roberts. It's a photo for second place. No, the judges already nominated Diminuendo in the frame for Steve Cawthon as second, which means Sudden Love nearest to us with the white sleeves is third. That's the 1, 2, 3. So, not for the first time, the touts around Newmarket were right. They were singing the praises of this number 5, Gariba, and the songs came home, really in fine style. She really quickened up impressively. It'd be interesting to see if we had sectional timing, just to see how fast they went early. Steve Cawthon, Greville Starkey has about in Blue Book, drawn 1. Number 2, Double Way, 6 for Swinburne. Then Steve's Choice, 3 Diminuendo, drawn 12. That's next to the rails. 4, Ella Amara, 9, Paul Edery, 5, Gariba, drawn 5, Michael Roberts, 6, Jungle Gold, 11, Brian Rouse, 7, the much-touted Magic of Life, drawn 7, Pat Edery. Number 8, Miss Boniface, blinking for the first time, drawn 2, Paul Cook. 9, O'Beer, 4, Michael Hills. 10, Posada, 3, John Reed. Then the favourite, Ravenella, number 11, drawn 8, Gary Moore. And number 12, Stop Day, drawn 10, ridden by Willie Carson. The 12-runner lineup then for this 5th running and the general accident sponsorship of the 1,000 guineas. These are the odds on offer.
Ravenella, the 5 to 4 favourite, with Diminuendo at 5 to 1. Gariba 8 to 1, and Magic of Life on 10s together with Dabaware. Blue Book a 14 to 1 chance, Ella Amara at 20s, Jungle Gold and O'Beer are both on 50 to 1, and Posada, Stop Day and Miss Boniface all show at 100 to 1, and they're all quoted for the 1,000 guineas.
An estimated total value of £150,000 under orders and away in the 1,000 guineas. And they get away to a very good break indeed. O'Bear, one of the first to go on. Diminuendo over on the far rail. Stop Day is right up there too, but it's Diminuendo who's making it on the near side. Is O'Bear in that leading group for the north. Jungle Girl, Stop Day still, and Dabaway are making headway now. Just tucked in behind the leaders, Magic of Life with Ella Amara towards the outside, then Posada, Blue Book in the stripes. The back markers at the moment are Gariba, the favourite for France, Ravenella, and last of all, Miss Boniface in the yellow jacket. She's blinkered today for the first time. They've come just about 2.5 furlongs, and it's Diminuendo, little Diminuendo, bowling along with Steve Cawthon making it from O'Bear in second. Michael Hales tucked in after these. Come Magic of Life with Jungle Gold right there. Ella Amara too, still towards the rear, but handily placed Ravenella. Running down now towards the halfway point in the 1,000 guineas. Over to Graham Good.
And the favourite in the red jacket, Ravenella, has got to look for room. They've got 3.5 to go. and it's Dabaware in the blue jacket that leads. Diminuendo next to the rails, and Obeya. Ravenella still with plenty of running to do. 4 lengths to make up on the leader, but here she is. She's going to be pulled out. They've got just over 3 to go, and here she starts to charge a horse with a star on its forehead. But it's Dabaware in the lead with 2 furlongs to go. Dabaware in the lead from Diminuendo, then Ravenella back in 3rd place, but starting to make ground. After these comes Magic of Life, and then comes Gariba. But it's Dabaware in the lead, but here comes Ravenella on the outside, and Ravenella with just over a furlong to go in the general accident. 1,000 guineas puts a challenge to Dabaware, but Dabaware tries to respond. However, Ravenella is travelling strongly, and Ravenella takes up the running when it matters most, and Ravenella goes on by a length up towards the line. Ravenella wins this at the post. Ravenella, the easy winner. Dabaware second, Diminuendo third, Gariba 4. A big break to Jungle Gold, Beer, Magic of Life, Posada, then Ella Ramara. Behind these came Miss Boniface, Blue Book Beef 1, and that one was Stop Day. And so the favourite has justified the confidence in winning this, the general accident, 1,000 guineas. It's gone to number 11, Ravenella, owned by the Écurie Allons, trained in France by Cricket Head, as was Madbiche back in 1983. This one ridden by Gary Moore, whose father George won the race back in 1967, and she has done it superbly. Second is number 2, Dabaware, so Michael Stout's jinx in this top-class race still holds. It's his 17th runner in the race, still looking for a win. And the third horse home is the brave, battling number 3, Diminuendo, owned by Sheikh Mohammed and ridden by Steve Corth. And that's the 1, 2, 3 then.
14 to 1. And third, number 3, Diminuendo at 6 to 1. The tape returns win £1.80. Places £1.20, £3.50 and £1.50. The dual forecast going to £11.60 and 12.
Rider, she's drawn 2. Number 2 is Assel, drawn 5, Willie Carson, 3, Derry Kestrel, 4, Pattery, 5, La Vie en Primrose, 1, Michael Roberts. Number 8, Princess Janista, drawn 3, John Reed. And number 10, Sparrow's Air, drawn 6, Michael Hills. Sparrow's Air, the 3rd favourite for the Gold Seal Oaks. Diminuendo, the 2nd favourite as they stand at present.
Diminuendo, the 11 to 8 on favourite. Sparrow's Air at 3 to 1. Assel 11 to 2, and Derry Kestrel the 12 to 1 chance, together with La Vie en Primrose, and Princess Janista the 16 to 1 outsider, all coated for the Musidora.
We think that Derry Kestrel and Diminuendo could cut out the running. Diminuendo might just have to do it the hard way. We'll soon know. That's it. Away they go. They're under orders and they're off. And there isn't that much pace on early on. That's a surprise. They've completed the first half furlong, and it's Princess Janista. Well, we know that she stays. Will she stay in front? That's the problem. That leads from Sparrow's Air in second. Diminuendo is third. Then Derry Kestrel and La Vie en Primrose, and the back marker is Assel as they race through the first furlong. And Princess Janista, the leader, at quite a sensible pace now. They've got just over a mile to go, and Princess Janista stretching them, leads by 3 to Sparrow's Air by a half back to Diminuendo in third. Derry Kestrel taking just a keen hold in 4, settled well though. La Vie en Primrose in the yellow jacket, and Assel back in last place as they pass the 7 furlong pole. It's Princess Janista that leads by 2 lengths to Sparrow's Air, who races on the outside of Diminuendo, who's third. Derry Kestrel 4, and then comes La Vie en Primrose, and the back marker is Assel. They pass the 6 furlong pole, no change in the order. Princess Janista leads by 2 lengths to Sparrow's Air, racing on the outside of Diminuendo, and then comes Derry Kestrel racing on the outside of La Vie en Primrose, with Assel back in last place, and they pass the 5 pole, and Princess Janista leading from Sparrow's Air in second, just over 4 to go. Princess Janista really hugs the rails. Diminuendo pulled to the outer, and that puts down the challenge. Sparrow's Air is on the outside. Assel on the extreme left of the picture as they race with 3.5 to go. And it's Diminuendo now that quickens up and goes on as Princess Janista has done her work. 3 to go to Diminuendo in the lead, and really quickens up in the style of a good horse. Sparrow's Air has been caught flat-footed. Assel is the one that's making ground, and Diminuendo surges clear. She's gone 4-5 clear. They're inside the final quarter mile, and Diminuendo keeps up the gallop. She's 6 clear of Assel in second. Sparrow's Air looks woefully one pace third. Then Princess Janista, La Vie en Primrose, and Derry Kestrel is out of it. But the further they go, the further this Diminuendo keeps up the gallop. She's 8 clear of Assel in second place. That's 6 clear of Princess Janista, back in a battling third. But up towards the line, Diminuendo eased right down. Diminuendo makes it look very easy indeed. Assel was second, Princess Janista third, Derry Kestrel. Then came Sparrow's Air, and trailing them was La Vie en Primrose. This was a powerful performance This was a very good performance by number 1, Diminuendo, owned by Sheikh Mohammed. We haven't had to say that very often this year yet. That's a Group 3 winner for him, and a Group 3 winner for this 13 to 8 odds-on favourite for trainer Henry Cecil, the 19th winner of the season for Steve Cawthon. Second is number 2, Assel, stayed on well out of the pack. Willie Carson chased Diminuendo home, albeit at a very respectable distance. Third horse home was number 8, Princess Janista. She made a lot of the early running, I think perhaps on sufferance, but certainly stayed on well inside the last quarter mile. This, however, was a very, very good performance.
13 to 8 on favourite. Second, number 2, Assel at 7 to 1. And third, number 8, Princess Janista at 20 to 1. Tape returns win 160, places 110 and 260. The dual forecast gain to £3.70 and 6 rand.
So a mile and a half the trip. We expect a Troper, the pacemaker, to burst through the first furlong in the lead, and she's up with the pace early on, a Troper with a white cap. And on the white outside, Sunday Sport Star, these two share the lead, Animatrice, and then on the outside of these, Princess Janista in a good position. Bahamian, Diminuendo settled mid-division, tracked by Sudden Love, and then behind these comes Katina and Indian Rose, and they race through the first quarter mile, and it's a Troper now by 2 lengths to Sunday Sport Star in second, Bahamian racing third, Princess Janista 4. These are followed then by Animatrice, and on the inside of Animatrice is Diminuendo, followed by Indian Rose, Miss Boniface, and on the outside is Sudden Love, and then Dub Aware, and Katina is the back marker as they keep up a level gallop going through the first 3 furlongs, and a Troper leading from Sunday Sport Star in second, and Bahamian racing third. A break then of 3 lengths to Animatrice and 4, Princess Janista 5, Diminuendo mid-division is 6, Miss Boniface on the inside is 7th. Going the shortest way on the inside is Indian Rose. On the outside of her is Dabaware, and Katina is the back marker as they breast the rise at the top of the hill, just under a mile to race. And it's a Troper with a white cap leading from Sunday Sport Star. The 2 rank outsiders lead the field in the Gold Seal Oaks, but they're setting a good pace for Bahamian, who's travelling well in third place, and they're halfway now. A Troper leads from in second place Sunday Sport Star, next to the rails Bahamian racing third. These are followed then by Dabaware and Diminuendo, who's making a bit of ground, Princess Janista, and on the inside Animatrice. It's still a Troper in the lead. They're well past halfway, just over 5 furlongs to go, and it's a Troper in the lead from Sunday Sport Star in second, then Princess Janista and Bahamian, Animatrice. Diminuendo starts to make ground on the outside of Dabaware. Pushed along is Miss Boniface. Behind these comes Sudden Love, who's making good ground. They begin the descent to Tattenham Corner, and the pacemaker Troper wisely running quite wide, but with it on the inside is Sunday Sport Star. And then behind these comes Bahamian, Diminuendo travelling well, Princess Janista in the firing line. They're in line for home, and it's Sunday Sport Star that goes on from Bahamian, but Steve Cawthon travelling strongly with a white steam jacket on Diminuendo. The pace hasn't been that strong, and Sunday Sport Star now next to the rails gives way as Diminuendo bursts on the scene and quickens clear. Diminuendo with just under 2 to go, goes 3 clear of Sudden Love in second place. Indian Rose staying on with a yellow cap, but Diminuendo has this race sewn up. They've still got over a furlong to go, but Steve Cawthon punching away on this classy filly. Diminuendo is 6 lengths clear of Sudden Love, with Animatrice from place coming up towards the line. Diminuendo and Sheikh Mohammed for another impressive victory in the Oaks. Diminuendo wins it, Sudden Love is second, Animatrice third, Indian Rose 4, and then came Bahamian 5, Princess Janista an honourable 6, followed then by Katina in 7, then Miss Boniface and Sunday Sport Star. Dabaware beat 1, and that one was the pacemaking Troper, and so the result for this, the Gold Seal Oaks, is a win for number 7 Diminuendo, the 7 to 4 favourite. Steve Cawthon brightly beaming all over his face. She's done the job very, very well indeed. Second is number 12, Sudden Love, that one ridden by Ray Cochran. And third is the French Radiant, number 1, Animatrice, ridden by Gary Moore. But this was a classy performance from the classy filly in the race, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, bred by Nancy Stillman, trained at Newmarket by Henry Cecil, and ridden by Steve Cawthon. The team that was successful in this race was oh so sharp back in 1985, and of course Sheikh Mohammed won the big race last year, 1987, with Unite. That one was trained by Michael Stout, whose Dabaware was the big disappointment in the race.
Steve Cawthon was beaming as he pulled up, because this was a brilliant performance by Diminuendo, who took a little while to settle. In fact, I don't think she really ever settled into her bridle. And as they turned for home, John, it was a question of the question we've all been asking beforehand: would she stay? Well, she stayed, and how?
Yeah, this is what you call real professionalism, because there was a doubt about her stamina, and yet Steve's taken the bull by the horns here. They've only bet the 2.5 furlong mark. He knows that this filly's going to get the trip. She's running away there, and it was wonderful to watch her. Credit to Henry Cecil as well. I think he's got this filly as well today, better today than she's ever been.
And she stays on so strongly. She pulls right away of Sudden Love, who had every chance but simply couldn't live with Diminuendo in the closing stages. Dabaware there, second last in the picture, caught a heck of a bump from Indian Rose when that filly challenged early in the straight and was knocked onto Katina. That ruined any chance she had, but I don't think it involves this filly at all. She stormed clear. Animatrice, who was close up as they turned into the straight, stayed on at one pace and rallied for a position. Indian Rose flattered briefly on the outside. As I say, she was involved in some scrimmaging, which may have been that filly's fault. But inside the last performance, and shades of oh so sharp again as she stretches up to the line to give Sheikh Mohammed his third Oaks in 4 years. Well, Ravenella may have beaten her in the Guineas, but should they meet over 1.25 miles at any stage of the season, it should be well worth going to see, John.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what they go for now with this filly. I mean, these are the best 1.5 mile fillies that we've got at the moment. She's made them look second-rate.
Be fascinating to see if she challenges for the King George, where one presumes she might meet Kayazi and the pick of last year's older horses. And the official winning distance, 4 lengths.
Diminuendo returned the 7-4 favourite. It did touch 9-4. She's only a tiny little thing, but she has hit the bookmakers very hard indeed. The Cecil Cawthon combination, obviously very popular. She's the 32nd favourite to win the Oaks this century. And recent other ones like Midway Lady 2 years ago, Oh So Sharp, of course, Sheikh Mohammed's and Cawthon, Blue Wind, Poor Knees and Polygamy were the recent ones. And she's the 6th filly this century to be 3rd in the 1,000 guineas and come on to win the Oaks. The last time it happened was Lord Derby's Toboggan 60 years ago. And she's the 3rd filly to win York's Musadora and come on and win the Oaks. Bareem 8 years ago and Noblesse, the Irish filly, in 63. The second horse was Sudden Love, returned at 11-2, touched on the course 13-2. A lot of each-way bets are landed there with Sudden Love, and so they are with the third filly, the French Animatrice. It was returned at 20-1 Animatrice. 20 monkeys each way was seen at least twice, so some each-way punters got their money back with that.
One, Dance Renee, ridden by Pat Shanahan, at 50-1. Dancing Goddess, representing Vincent O'Brien, ridden by John Reed and standing at 8-1. Then the odds-on, 7-2 on favourite Diminuendo, ridden by Steve Cawthon. Outsider Lemmy Lass, Christy Roach. Melodist, also from England, 10-1 with Walter Swinburne. Miss Boniface from Paul Kellaway stable, 8-1 with Michael Cannan. Silver Lane from France with Tony Cruz. And Triple Kiss finally won from Kevin Manning.
Go in the Kildangan-Stud Irish Oaks, and Dancing Goddess comes out a little slowly as Miss Boniface is the early leader from Dance Renee, and they're followed on the inside by Melodist. Ard Glen up there on the outer end 4, then the French challenger Silver Lane along the inside. Ahead of the favourite Diminuendo, then Triple Kiss, and behind Triple Kiss on the outside Dancing Goddess, alongside is Lemmy Lass. Heading down now to complete the first quarter, and that's Dance Renee, who's gone on by 2 lengths, not a particularly strong pace. Miss Boniface in second. On the outside is Ard Glen. Inside of Ard Glen we have Melodist, 2 lengths then to Diminuendo. And behind Diminuendo comes Silver Lane with Triple Kiss next, and then Dancing Goddess. And Lemmy Lass is the back marker of the 9 as they race on now towards the mile pole in the Irish Oaks, with Dance Renee in the lead under Pat Shanahan by a length from Miss Boniface. Michael Cannan in second. On the inside in third, Melodist and Walter Swinburne. Then Ard Glen, David Parnell running 4. Then a gap of 1.5 lengths to Diminuendo on the outside of Silver Lane, and they're followed by Triple Kiss, then Dancing Goddess. And on the inside of Dancing Goddess is Lemmy Lass. Heading towards the 7 marker now, and Dance Renee by a length. Miss Boniface second, Melodist 3, 4 Ard Glen. Then Diminuendo 2 lengths back. They're followed along the inner by Silver Lane, then Triple Kiss, Dancing Goddess with one behind her, and that one is Le My Lass as they reach the top of the hill on the halfway stage. Dance Renee remains in front, Miss Boniface is second, Melodist running 3, 4 is Art Glen, then 2-length gap to Diminuendo, behind Diminuendo Triple Kiss on the outside, then on the inside Silver Lane, Dancing Goddess towards the rear, and last of all is Le My Lass as they begin the descent towards the straight, over half a mile to cover, and Dance Renee is the leader, Miss Boniface closing on the outer, Melodist in 3, Art Glen 4, Diminuendo begins to improve in 5, then Silver Lane and Triple Kiss and Dancing Goddess and Le My Lass is being left behind as they race now into the home turn with over 3 furlongs to cover, and it's Dance Renee from Miss Boniface, Melodist on the inside 3, Art Glen 4, Diminuendo travelling sweetly in 5th as they come off the bend now with over 2 furlongs to race, and it's Dance Renee with Miss Boniface in the yellow colours. Here comes Diminuendo on the outside of Art Glen, and Melodist going through on the inner, then comes Silver Lane. They've a furlong and a half to cover now, and Melodist over on the far side takes it up from Miss Boniface. Diminuendo is going to have to struggle here. They're coming to the final furlong, Melodist on the far side, Diminuendo on the near side, beginning to answer the call now as they race well inside the last furlong. Melodist on the far side, Diminuendo on the near side, and Silver Lane in 3, but it's Melodist on the far side, Diminuendo near side, neck and neck as they go towards the line. On the far side, Melodist near side, Diminuendo possibly just, but it's very tight. Melodist on the far side, then Silver Lane, Miss Boniface 4, they're clear of Art Glen. Behind Art Glen comes Triple Kiss and Le My Lass, and then Dance Renee in a very disappointing Dancing Goddess, but there's no doubt about one thing, Sheikh Mohammed has won his own Kiltangan stud Irish Oaks, but it's very tight with Diminuendo, who was labouring for a while there over a furlong out before she eventually responded to Steve Coulson's urgings. Melodist running on very well on the far side. It's very tight between them. Perhaps Diminuendo may just have got there on the line.
The 9-2 favourite, dead heated with Melodist at 11-1. The third horse, number 8, Silver Lane at 16-1 and 9 rounds.
Burlington Bertie, 130 on. Andalib is out to 8-1 from 6-1. Sudden Love is a 6-1 chance from 7-2. 12-1 Miss Boniface, 20 Sparrow's Air, and 50 or 66-1 the Rag. This is only the third time that the fillies, who were first and second at Epsom in the Oaks, have clashed in the Yorkshire Oaks, and most punters here have no doubt at all that Diminuendo is going to beat Sudden Love. Burlington Bertie on, 130 on now.
Michael Hills on Sparrow's Hour. Michael's gone ahead of his brother Richard. He's had 44 winners this season. Richard's only had 36. There's Sudden Love, and Miss Boniface looks like being the last one to go in. So let's hand over to Graham Good.
This race has an estimated total value of some £90,000, and that money is now on the line. That's it. Away they go. Interesting to see if there's any pace on early. No guaranteed front runners, and there doesn't seem to be that much pace, although Sunday Sports Star comes through to pick up the running and goes on by a length and a half. Sparrow's Air is settled in second place, Miss Boniface third. Sudden Love and Andalib and Diminuendo complete the field up. So it's Sunday Sports Star leading and quickening by 4 lengths now over Sparrow's Air in second. Then in third is Miss Boniface. Fourth is Sudden Love. Then Andalib and Diminuendo the back marker. Race down to the mile pole. And Sunday Sports Star leading by 4 lengths. To Sparrow's Air second, Miss Boniface with the yellow jacket is third, blue cap, Sudden Love races 4, pink cap, Andalib is 5, and Diminuendo is in 6. Race down to the 7 furlong marker, and it's Sunday Sports Star. Won a maiden race at Newcastle, 3 lengths clear. Sparrow's Air in second. That one was quite fancied to win the Oaks. It didn't run at all well. Miss Boniface is third. Then comes Sudden Love and Andalib, and Diminuendo still the back marker. They've got 6 to race. And Sunday Sports Star, the yellow blinkers, leading by only a length now. To Sparrow's Air second, and Miss Boniface third, and Sudden Love 4. And then comes Andalib on the outside of Diminuendo, and they pass a 5 pole on the turn in. And it's Sunday Sports Star leading by a length. Sparrow's Air is with it on the outside by half a length, no more. Miss Boniface pushed along on the outside of the yellow jacket. Sudden Love going well with the blue cap. They pass a 4 pole, and the race really yet to play. Andalib is in behind them. Diminuendo look for room as Sunday Sports Star gives way, and Sparrow's Air kicks on down to the 3. Sudden Love on the outside of it. Andalib is the one that's in problems as Sudden Love goes on, but here comes Diminuendo on the outside, poised to challenge as they come down to the 2 pole, and Diminuendo quickens and goes a length clear, and Diminuendo comes to take this race Diminuendo goes on by 3, by 4. The Sudden Love in second, Sparrow's Air is third. And the further they go, the further Diminuendo goes clear, making this look oh so easy. This is a Group 1 race, daylight between first and second, second and third, third and fourth, and it's Diminuendo who's a long way clear, 8 to 10 lengths, eased right down. A classy performance, Diminuendo. Beats Sudden Love, and then comes Sparrow's Air, a big break to Anderleave. Miss Boniface beats one home, and that one was Sunday Sport Star. And so the result of this Group 1 Yorkshire Oaks, a win for the 130-on favourite Diminuendo in the colours of Sheikh Mohammed, trained at Newmarket by Henry Cecil, ridden by Steve Cawthon, and bred in the US of A by Nancy S. Dillman, this daughter of Diesis, completing a 4-timer. Very, very impressively indeed.
Minster Sun now to 7-1, open up at 5s, and Zafaran now a 13-1 chance back from 14s. Top Class a 14-1 shot from 12s, and Mazzacano the 33-1 outsider, and they all show.
And he is so big that the horse actually has to have an extension strap at the end of the stalls. 7-4 on Diminuendo, and away they go for the Holston-Pilson Ledger. Race through the first furlong, and the pace being set by Mazzacano, going on by a length to Minster Sun second, with Zafaran in third and Top Class on the outside of Diminuendo, and Sheriff Star just a back marker. A good level pace being set by Mazzacano, leading by a length and a half to Minster Sun in second. Third on the outside in the white cap is Zafaran. Wider still in the blue jacket, the dark blue, is Top Class. Diminuendo, the odds-on favourite next to the rails, has got one behind her, and that one is Sheriff Star. And the reins coming down as they race away from the stands and head towards the mile-and-a-half start, with Mazzacano leading. Reins could be a bit snippy in this wet weather, but Mazzacano leading from Minster Sun in second. On the outside of it is Zafaran. Diminuendo just edging her way out of the picture at this stage, but it's Mazzacano that leads from Minster Sun in second place. Then Zafaran with a white cap on the outside, sharing second now, and Top Class. We know that horse stays, and Michael Roberts is now going to make sure that Mazzacano keeps up the good gallop and really tests the filly Diminuendo, who's in last place, for pace. But as they begin the turn at the mile from home point, Diminuendo at 7-4 on, Sheriff Star at 7-2, Minster Sun at 15-2, 13-1 bar these. It's Mazzacano that leads from Top Class in second place. Then in third is Minster Sun, 4 on the outside is Zafaran, then Diminuendo on the inside of Sheriff Star. They race down past the halfway stage in the St. Ledger, and it's Mazzacano leading from Top Class in second. Zafaran on the outside of Minster Sun, race 3 and 4, a break of a length then to Sheriff Star, and on the inside of that one is Diminuendo, going sweetly at this stage for Walter Swinburne, and they've got 5 furlongs to go, and Diminuendo, the favourite, is last as they turn into the home straight. And the pace is strong. Mazzacano setting it, with Zafaran now moving up on the outside. Behind that, the grey Sheriff Star. Then comes Minster Sun. Diminuendo still not in the picture as they turn for home. And Mazzacano leading. There she comes, the filly on the left of the pack as they come down towards a 4 furlong marker. Mazzacano in red. Zafaran with a white cap. But Walter Swinburne's bringing Diminuendo on the outside of Sheriff Star. Minster Sun looks for room and finds it. Top Class is outclassed. They race down past the 3-pole, and here Minster Sun goes on, but Diminuendo cruising up on the outside of Sheriff Star. They've got 2.5 to go, and it's Diminuendo on the outside of Sheriff Star, and now Diminuendo will have to race. Sheriff Star, the grey, goes for everything. Next to the rails, Minster Sun will not be denied. Diminuendo comes under pressure, and Minster Sun starts to stay on. Just over a furlong to go, and it's Minster Sun next to the rails. Diminuendo down the centre of the track. They're inside the final furlong, and Minster Sun starts to lengthen. Diminuendo is stepped for stamina, but she tries to find more. Minster Sun holds on, makes it up towards the line. Minster Sun wins it. Diminuendo is second. They're a long way clear of Sheriff Star third. Zafaran was 4. Then came Mazzacano 5 and Top Class 6. And so the result of this Holston-Pilson Ledger, it's a win, oh so sweet for Willie Carson, for not only was he the jockey of number 4 Minster Sun, owned by Dowager Lady Breaverbrook, for the caretaker trainer Neil Graham at West Ilsley. Of course, Dick Hearn had this horse for the majority of its career. Minster Sun of 15-2. Oh, so sweet for Willie Carson. Why? Because as he punches the air in victory, this is the horse he bred. And in the end, he beat number 8 Diminuendo That one ridden by Walter Swinburne, ridden so sweetly by Walter Swinburne, but inside the final furlong was just outpointed. Third horse home was Sheriff Star, who was a long way back in third.
Second, number 8, Diminuendo, the 7-4 on favourite. And third, number 5, Sheriff Star at 7-2. Take returns, wins £7 exactly, places 250 and 130. The dual forecast paid £4.50 and 6 rounds.
So many English hopes, and they raced away, and Indian Rose was very slow out of the stalls, and Toto is second from last two through the first furlong, and it's Tabush Khan that comes to take up the running by a length. Polymus on the outside, tracked by Emson, Rouchet and Bettino are the first five. Mfouane well positioned in sixth, then comes Frankly Perfect, followed by Lesotho and Wacky River, and then comes Fijar Tango, followed by Light the Lights, Kayazi with Glacial Storm towards the rear. Diminuendo, the pace is strong. Diminuendo followed then by Luth Dancer, and the back markers include Toto at this stage. Indian Rose hours after, and Triptyque is also at the back door. Indian Rose with the yellow cap on the right of the picture there as they continue down the far side with Tabush Khan leading, and the pace is very strong. Polymus on the outside of it, and the third pacemaker Rouchard in there doing a good job. Emson well placed 4, Boyatino 5, Frankly Perfect 6, and then next to the rails is Diminuendo well placed 7, Mfouane is it well placed 8. Just in behind these comes Lesotho, and at this stage and Toto is towards the rear but starting to make a bit of ground. Triptyque is finding the ground too firm, and she's last, and it's Polymus now who starts to turn out of the back straight, and they come down towards the halfway stage. Polymus in the lead. From in second place Tabush Khan with Rouchet making ground on the outside of it. Kayazi is mid-division, and Toto with a lot of running to do, and they're past halfway the Chiga Arc de Triomphe as Emson goes into second place on the turn 5 out. It's Polymus leading from Emson in second. Racing in third is Tabush Khan. Then on the outside of these comes Frankly Perfect, followed by Boyatino, Mfouane, Toto in mid-division still. So too is Kayazi, and at this stage Indian Rose is more in front than behind, and they've just got over 4 to go, and it's Emson in the pale blue jacket that goes for home from Frankly Perfect in second place. Boyatino in the pink and green coming there. Diminuendo comes on the run, so too Mfouane. Light the Lights isn't out of it, and they're in the home straight now, and it's Emson who goes for home. Emson in the lead from Frankly Perfect in second, Diminuendo and Mfouane. Toto has too much running to do, so too has Kayazi. Fijar Tango is finishing fast, just over a furlong to go, and it's now Boyatino and Mfouane that share the lead from Emson back in third. Finishing fast on the outside is Tony Bin, who's really finishing fast in the yellow sleeves, and Toto is helping his jockey but too late, and it's Tony Bin that strikes the front, but they go up towards the line, and Toto flies to the death, but Tony Bin wins, and Toto is second. A three-way photo for third with Mfouane, Village Star and Boyatino, followed in by Kayazi and Fijar Tango and Emson, and then came Light the Lights, and behind that one came Dark Lomond, then Diminuendo and Glacial Storm, followed in by Sahib, Frankly Perfect. Hours after Indian Rose, who never got into the race at all, neither did Triptyque. Last of all to pass the post was Tabush Khan, and so the result of this Chiga Arc de Triomphe. The Italians are going wild, no wonder why, because this son of Kampala, Tony Bin, second last year, has done one better. There's joy in the camp, but can you wonder why? Tony Bin has won for Allegamento White Star, trained in Italy by Luigi Camici and ridden superbly by